what actually this problem say is this one: no adjacent nodes should have same color. This is what the problem says. The problem statement: no adjacent nodes should have the same color. Now example, what is the example is, suppose a graph, simple graph is given like this. A graph is given to you like this. Now this is the graph given. Now if you want me to color it, so I will take any color. First I color with this red, and I am not to color this node also with red because both are adjacent. So I will undo it. Similar way, I am not able to color this with red because both are again adjacent, but I can color this with red. So in between, I can use some other color, example green, and here also I can use green, and here what I am supposed to use, I should use any other color like blue. So if you see, the adjacent nodes should not be colored with the same color. This is the actual problem. Then suppose you have colored like this, then it is wrong because the adjacent nodes, the last two adjacent nodes are having the same color. If you have colored like this, then also it is wrong. The nodes, one and the nodes 1 and node 2 is adjacent. The node 1 and node 3 is adjacent. The node 2 and node 4, sorry, the node 2 and node 5 is adjacent. So if you see, the node 2 and node 5, 2 are adjacent nodes. So we can't color it with the same node. So I will use some other color, blue. So if I color it with blue, what is the problem I am facing is, the node 5 and node 4 are colored with same color. So again it is wrong. So I use some other color, red. I can use red or some other color. If there are more number of colors, I can use any color. But if there is a limitation in color, then I have to follow some procedure. Okay. Now I think the students have understood the simple logic of this problem. Now here what you supposed to know here is two important things. Two important things what you should know is, I will type it here. First important thing is, how many colors are required to color a graph, keeping the condition in mind that no adjacent node should have the same color. Now suppose you have a graph like this, a different graph. I show a graph example, one more example, then you will understand how many colors are required to color a graph. So I have a graph like this, and the edges are 1, 2 and 3, and the nodes are 1, 2 and 3, 4. 4 nodes are there. So if you see here, I have taken a simple graph, and 2, 3 and 4. Now if you see in this graph, if I list out all the degree of nodes, if I list out, the node 1 is having a degree of 3, the node 2 is having a degree of 1, the node 3 is having a degree of 1, the node 4 is having a degree of 1. So now the highest number in this is node 1 is having a degree of 3, node 2 same way, node 3 same way, node 4. So these are the nodes if you see in this graph. So node 1 is attached to 3 other nodes, so I am taking its degree as 3. So node 2 is attached only to one node, so degree is 1. Same way, same it goes for 3 and 4. Now if you see, take the maximum in this, the maximum is this one. The maximum is this one. So what is that is, the degree of this graph, the degree of this particular graph, the degree is equal to 3. And what you need to know is, now the minimum number of colors needed to color this graph is degree plus 1. The maximum degree plus 1. What is the meaning is, now you have the degree of this graph as 3, and the number of colors you needed to color this graph is 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. So if you see, if we take any color example right here, if I take this as red, then I can't color any other nodes with red. Okay. Now if I take this as green and this as purple, this as brown. Okay. So like this. So the minimum number of color required to color a graph is the maximum degree of a graph is 3, and the minimum number of color needed to color this graph is maximum degree plus 1. That is 4 colors are needed to color this graph minimum. Okay. This 4 is also, this 4 is also known as, if they ask you a word, chromatic number, a simple word that is used in this problem, chromatic number of a graph, they will ask. They will, in exam, simply they will ask, find out the chromatic number of the above graph. They will ask, that's all. Then students will think, what is chromatic number? Chromatic number is nothing but the minimum number of colors needed to color a graph. It is given by the formula maximum degree of the graph plus 1. So in this particular graph, if you see, the maximum degree is 3 and 3 plus 1. Minimum 4 colors are needed to color this graph. So if you ask what is the chromatic number of this particular graph above, it is equal to 4. Chromatic number means the minimum number of color needed to color a graph. So this is a problem. Now I have told many basic things. Now one more important thing what you should need to know is, now suppose sometimes they will give a table like this. See, I will tell you what I am doing. See, they will give you a I will tell you what I am doing. They will give you a diagram like this. Now you will wonder what is this sir is doing. Just observe. Now in exam, they will give a diagram what I have written here, and they will tell you to color the graph. First what you should do is number it. So this is 1, this is 2, this will be given actually in the exam, they will give this 3, 4, 5. They will tell you to, they will give this, actually this will be given to you, and they will tell you to color the graph, come out with a state space tree. Like how yesterday we had a state space tree, like that they will tell you to come out with a graph. Now this one, how will you convert into a graph? This is the second question. So now you know what is a graph coloring problem. You know what is a graph coloring problem. No adjacent nodes should have the same color. That is the graph coloring problem. Next, what is a chromatic number of a graph? You know, a chromatic number is the number of colors needed to color a graph. Now, chromatic number has a formula. The maximum degree of a node in a graph, you take that plus 1 gives you an answer. That is what is the chromatic number. So telling to these two basic things, coming to the next thing, they will give a planar surface like this and tell you to convert into a graph, and from that graph they will tell you to generate a state space tree. So now here I'll construct a graph seeing this. Now in this first thing what you should know is for the area 4 and 2, you should analyze like this. The area 4 and 2 coincide. Next, the areas 4 and 5 coincide. Next, the areas 2 and 1 coincide. Next, the areas 3 and 1 coincide. 3 and 1 coincide. Means they are attached. See, if you see 3 and 1, 1 is inside 3. If you see 4 and 3, yes, 4 and 3 also. 4 and 3 coincide. What I'm trying to say is 4 and 4 is attached to 3. Okay. If you see 4 and 2, yes, 2 comes inside 4. If you see 4 and 5, yes, 4 is attached to 5. But if you see 5 and 3, 5 and 3 are not coinciding. See, 2 and 3 are coinciding. This is actually 2. Now I'll color it and show it to you. See, now the 2 block is this one. If you see the block 3, if you see the block 3, suppose I give a different color. So now if you see 5, the 5 is not touching the border of 3. 2 is coinciding. 1 is coinciding. But 5 and 3 are not coinciding. 5 and 3 are not coinciding. Similar way, 5 and 1. If you see 5 and 1, 5 and 1 also are not coinciding. So now the areas which are coinciding, it means those areas are adjacent nodes. The areas which are coinciding, those areas are called as adjacent nodes. Now if you see, I will try to draw the graph. Just I'll try to draw the nodes. These are the nodes. 1. So this graph you should be able to draw. If a surface is given like this, you should be able to draw the graph. It's very simple program, but it takes little bit of time. Now this is the graph. It has 5 nodes. Since 5 areas are there here, I will take 5 nodes. Then what I do, I number the nodes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now since 4 and 2 are coinciding, I will draw a edge. Same way, 4 and 3 are coinciding, so I draw an edge. Same way, 4 and 3 are coinciding, I do 3 and 1, yes, 3 and 1 I will draw. Next, 2 and 1 are coinciding, so I will draw. Next, 2 and 5. Yeah, 2 and 5 is coinciding, but I have not written here. See, 2 is within little bit, it goes in the area of 5 also. So 2 and 5 also, as well as 5 and 4. And next is 2 and 3. Because 2 is touching the surface of 3. See here, 2 is touching the surface of 3. So 2 and 3 also. Now this is the graph I have obtained. Okay. As well as one more thing is 1 and 4. See, one is touching the surface of it. 2 and 1 are both touching the surface of 4. So 1 and 4 also. So this is the graph I got. This is the graph I got. Now if a surface is given like this, you should try to draw a graph like this. Now, telling all this basic information, now next thing what I will teach you is to draw a state space tree for this graph. You need to draw a state space tree for this particular graph. Okay, that is what I will teach you now using backtracking. So this is the graph given. So this is the graph given. This is the graph given, and I'll name the vertices 1, 2, 3, 4. And the color given are red, green, and blue. This is actually a question. They'll ask in exam. They have given this graph. This is actually a standard question which they will ask in exam. 3 colors are given. 1, 4 nodes are given. 3 and 4. For this particular graph, I will teach you how using red, green, and blue, the graph coloring is possible. Also, keeping in mind no adjacent vertices have the same color. Okay, the 3 colors given are red, green, and blue. Same standard problem is asked in the textbook also. Okay, so I am going to explain the same problem. 4 nodes are given, 3 colors are given. How do you generate the state space tree? Now, for that, I am, yes, ma, tell me.
Sir, 5 and 2 will not coincide, sir.
5 and 2 will coincide, ma. Yes. That's why I have drawn an edge between 5 and 2 also.
Okay, sir.
Priyanka? Priyadarshini, no? Priyanka.
Prashantini, sir.
Sorry. Prashantini. 2 and 5 also will coincide, ma. That is why I have drawn an edge between 2 and 5, ma.
Okay, sir.
Any doubts, ma? Tell me. Ask me, please. Any doubts means ask me.
No, sir.
Okay, ma. Fine. Now, I have taken this simple graph. It's a standard problem given in the prescribed textbook. And the 3 colors are given, red, green, and blue. I am going to generate the state space tree. Now I am sharing one more new file I am going to share. That is this file. Now if you see here, the students will get fully confused. What is this sir has written here? But just try to understand slowly. I will tell what I have done. If I tell what I have done, then it will become very, very easy for you. Now I will just maximize a little bit. Okay. I will start from the start node. Here one mistake I have done, but I that mistake I realized at the end only. What mistake I'll tell you. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, like that it should come. But what I have written 1, 2, 4, 3. That mistake I had done, but I thought I'll just explain it to students, because to draw this state space tree, I took 1 hour to draw the state space tree. But again, at the end, I saw that error. So I was not able to, I did not have the patience to again correct it. So that one mistake, you change it while you're writing. One node, second node, see the hand, third node is this one. Actually, third node, I have named it as 4. Actually, this one is the third node. Next, the last node, see the hand, this one is the fourth node. Are you able to see the graph, students? This one?
Yes,
Priyanka, are you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are starting here. See, if you see the whole graph, see how it is like this. This is the state space tree. Now here, everywhere I have drawn a graph, but in exam it is not required. See, what is required, what is not required, I will very clearly tell you. Please listen. Now today, in this state space tree, I have drawn a graph everywhere. Every edge, there is a graph, that 4-node graph. But that is actually not needed for you in the exam. But what is needed is these colors, red, green, blue. This is actually needed. In the textbook, what they have done, red, green and blue, they have given numbers. Red they have given as number 1, blue they have given as 2, green they have given as 3. So using these numbers, they have drawn the nodes. But I think for the students to understand, I took little more effort to draw the graph in every stage. So the students will better understand. So that I thought like that. So now there are 4 nodes here. The start node, I will maximize it, just 1 minute. There is a start node at the topmost, you see, start node. Then there is level 1. In the level 1, none of the nodes is being colored. Then come to the next node. We can start coloring the first node. Either give it a red color or blue color or green color. That is for first node. The next level, start with one more color such that no adjacent nodes are having the same color. Like this we proceed. Now I will maximize and tell you the first 3. First 3. Now see, I have started with start node. Now start node has three subtrees. See here, 1, 2 and 3. So students will ask, why only 3, sir? Why you have not taken 4 or 5 minutes? Because only 3 colors is given to me. Only 3 colors is given to me. So I have maximum possibility of coloring the first node with 3 choices. The first node can be colored with either red or blue or green. These are the 3 choices that I can make. I cannot make 4 choices because only 3 colors are given. Now if I make the first choice, so I will move on the left hand side, the first choice. After start node, see, slowly I am moving on to the left hand side. See, if I move, the choice is using red color, I can color my first node. See, the node to the graph towards the left, you see, the first node is colored using red color. The right side, you see, again the first node is colored using red color. After that, 2 subdivisions. Now students will ask, why only 2 subdivisions, sir? Why not 3 or 4? Because, observe carefully. Now see this path. Now using red color, I have colored first node. Even here, first node I have colored. Now the remaining 2 colors are green and blue, because only 3 colors are given. If suppose one more color, orange or white or black was there, then I could have gone for more number of paths. Okay. Now, suppose if I had choose red color for coloring node 1, Now I have left out for the node 2. For the node 2, I have left out with two choices, that is green and blue. Now suppose one by one I will teach you. After red, suppose if I choose green color. Now, so I will follow this path. Suppose if I have choose green color. So the first node already I have colored with red. The second node I am coloring it with green color. So now coming to the third node. Now this is what is the mistake I made. See here the hands are I am showing. This is actually first node. This is actually second node. This is the third node. See now where I have kept the hand, the marking tool, the selection tool. Here the hand is see rotating it. This node is actually 3. This node is actually 4. But I have to interchange that. But what happened after 1 hour drawing this state space tree, I saw that in a hurry. The class was, I finished the software testing class morning 6 am. Then 1 hour was there. Fast I tried to draw this state space tree. But at the last, I saw this node 4, I made a mistake. So just that one mistake student should change it. This, where is the hand now? It is pointing out to node 4, but that actually it should be node 3. Now where is the hand pointing out? It is pointing out on node 3, but actually it should be node 4. That is one mistake I have made. So now I will call this as, I will call node 4 as node 3 only. So I have told what mistake I have made. So now I will call this as my node 1, this as my node 2, this as my node 3, and the last one is this as my node 4. Please keep that in mind. Now node 1 I have colored with red color, node 2 I have colored with green color. For node 3, see I have placed the hand. For node 3, there are two more choices, that is either red or blue. I can color my node 3 with either red or blue, but not green. So I have taken two choices, red or blue. Suppose if I take red, then the third node is colored with red. See here, this also red, this also red. Now only the last node is remaining. The last fourth node is remaining, that has to be colored. Now first node is red color, second node is green color, third node is red color. Now this third node, sorry, see now I only got confused. The fourth node, this is actually fourth node. By mistake I have written 3. This is actually fourth node. The fourth node should be colored with either green or blue, but compulsorily not with red. So two choices I have made, either green or blue. Suppose if I take green color, the last node is colored with green. Suppose if I take blue color, the last node is colored with blue. So coming back, like that I have generated so big state space tree. See, so big state space tree. Now one more example I will tell you. Then finally I will go out with the problem. One more new thing I have to tell, that I will tell you. Just listen one more time. I'll explain when my, now second option, when my starting node is colored with blue, the next node, that is the second node, is left out with two choices, either red or green. Suppose if I take red, I'll follow this part. See, suppose if I take red, I'll follow this particular path. Now my second node coming to my third node. Now coming to my third node. Actually, see the hand, this is my third node. Now this third node can take any color other than red, because only it is adjacent to 2 and 4. But this third node, but since fourth node is not colored, this third node should not take only color red. Either it can take blue or green. So two choices. When it takes green, it is the third node is colored like this. When it takes blue, the third node is colored with blue. Now after that, the last node. Now see, when it takes green, the last node cannot be colored with blue also, it cannot be colored with green also. The only color left out is red. So the color is red. See here, the last node is red. That is why here only one choice. One edge means only one choice. See, now the first node is colored with blue, the second node is colored with red, third node is colored with green. But since the fourth node is adjacent to both 1 as well as 3, it is having only one choice, one color, that is red. So only one edge, and if it is colored with red, the final graph is this one. The final graph is this one. Like this, I have tried to generate a big state space tree. It is like this. Finally, the nodes with, what is the possibility is, the node with 4 nodes with 3 colors can have the possibility of coloring with 1, 2, see, I'm counting it. What are the total possibilities of coloring this graph with 3 colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 solutions are there. 18 ways you can color this graph. 18 ways you can color this graph. Okay, understood, students? 18 ways you can color this graph, students. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that till the end. So this is the state space tree you have to generate. But in exam, you cannot draw graphs like this in every edge and keep, then it will take more time and it is not needed also. Then students will ask, then why you have drawn, sir? See, for students to understand better, I have drawn, so that if you see in the last stage, see, all the graphs with the different colors is there. So if the students see this, they will understand properly, so that I drew it. Now this one, I'll be sharing it in the WhatsApp group. So again, go home and study, look into this graph and study properly. If you open it in Paint, it will open properly, or JPG, two types of formats also I'll share it. Both you try it at home. Okay, both you try it at home. Now, one more new thing what I am trying to say is the time complexity of this graph is given as like this. See here, the time complexity of this graph. Now I'll share one more screen. Now any doubt, students, in the state space tree? Then I'll proceed further. 18 solutions you have got, students, at the last. Means this graph can be colored in 18 ways. That graph I have mentioned in the last stage. See, last stage. This is the complete state space tree, students. If you have got any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll proceed to the next step. Okay. Okay, now I'll proceed to the next step. So I'll share one more screen now. So going to this Paint screen. Now, here, if you see the time complexity of this graph is given to be, the time complexity of this graph is given to be big O of n m to the power of n. This is the time complexity given. This is the time complexity given, students. Nm to the power of n. Suppose we calculate for this. Suppose we calculate here, there are n is equal to 4 nodes and m is equal to 3. That is nothing but colors. If you substitute this formula, what you are getting is 4 into 3 to the power of 4. To the power of 4. Now this answer comes out to be 4 into 81. That is equal to 320 4. $81, that is equal to 324. Now, what is this actually? What is this 324? Actually, it's telling this graph, what we colored now, it is doing 324 comparison, it seems. I'll tell you how. But understand this. Now, the time complexity of a graph coloring problem is given as big O of n into m to the power of n. So, n represents the number of nodes and m represents the colors. And if we substitute these values in this formula, the formula is 4 into ms3, 3 colors, red, green and blue, to the power of 4. So 3 to the power of 4 is 81. 81 into 4 is 324. Now what I am trying to say is, this graph which we colored by taking 3 colors, it takes 324 comparison, it seems. 324 comparison. But how? Okay, students? If you want me to say that, you have to just wait with me for 1 minute. I will take the graph again. I'll take this graph again. So now you see here, I'll take this graph. Just 1 second. I'll share one more screen. Just 2 minutes. I am sharing one more screen. Now, if you see this, how 324 comparisons can come here. If you see here, now I will show you. Here, the number of comparisons are 3. The number of comparisons are 3. Why I am telling 3 is, now suppose if you see clearly here, this green color has to be colored with this red color. Here red color is there, here green color is there. Suppose now you have already colored this with green, but how? Comparing this particular edge with the previous previous node, but for how many times? 3 times. Why? Because 3 colors are there. See, one more time I will tell. Now this bottom end left corner, there is one big node, green color. We have already colored it with green color. Now in the top of that node, what is there? A red color node is there. Now during the time of coloring this node with green, you have to compare it with the previous node to find what color the previous node is colored. How many times comparison you will do? At most maximum of 3 times, because 3 colors are there. because 3 colors are there. Okay. Now come to this node. Now here only 2 nodes are there. Here there is a green color, here there is a red color. So when you have colored the last node by a green color with the previous node, that is red color, you compare it with 3 times. Why? Because only 3 colors are there. Now the same thing here. What will happen? Here it is 6 times. Why 6 times? Because now here there is a red color node, you see red color node. Before coloring this node, 3 times you should compare with this previous node, which is colored as green. So that 3 times plus this bottommost green color is there, no, bottommost green color. This is compared with this last green color node is compared with this red color node as well as this node, this green color node. So that 3 times. So 3 plus 3, it comes to 6 times. Same way here, when you're coloring here, this, now this green color node is compared with this red 3 times plus it totally comes out to be 18 times. How? I'll tell you. Now I'll just reduce the size. 18 times. How means this green color, this particular green color where I've kept the cursor, that with this red color node 3 times plus this red color node is there, no, where I've kept the marker tool, that red color with this green color 3 times plus this red color with this red color node again 3 times. So totally 6 times plus this green color with this red color 3 times plus with this green color 3 times. Totally it becomes 6. Again with this red color, totally it becomes 9. Totally it becomes 9. So 9. So that is equal to 18. That is equal to 18. I'll tell one more time. Please listen. This bottommost green color node is there, no? This will be compared with, just listen here where I have kept the marker tool. This bottommost green color is there, no? That will be compared with this red color node plus this green color node plus this red color node. It will do comparison. Why we have to do comparison? Because same color, if it is an adjacent node, same color should not be used. So this green color with this red color node 3 times comparison plus this green color with this green color node one more 3 times comparison. So it is 6. This green color with this red color node comparison again 3 times. So 3 plus 3 plus 3, it is 9. Similar way, come to this red color node. This red color with this green color node 3 times. This red color again with this red color node one more 3 times. So totally it is 6 times. Coming to this node, this is green color node. Compare it with this red color node. Only 3 comparison because 3 colors. Only 1 edge. So the distance is 3. So 3 plus 6 plus 9, it is 18. 3 plus 6 plus 9, it is 18. But you will ask me, sir, you told the total comparison is 324, but you are saying now only 18. But we have traced only one path, that is this path, second, third, fourth. See, I'm placing the cursor here. First path, second path, third path, fourth path. So traversing these 4 edges only, how many comparison we have done? 18. But totally in the state space tree, totally how many solutions are there? Count the total number of graphs at the last level. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 variety we can color this graph. So there are how many graphs are there? How many graphs are there? Totally 18 into the comparison for one particular path I showed you, it came out as 18. So the answer of this is 324. So this is 324 comparisons has to be done for getting this 18 solutions. That is what is the answer what I showed here for you. The time complexity of this particular problem is given as n into m to the power of n. This is the actual time complexity. See, like this, big O of n, m to the power of n. So if you substitute the values, 3 into number of nodes is 4, 4 into 3 to the power of 4. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. 81 into 4 is 324. So that is the direct formula. How did you get 324 also? I just now with using the state space tree, I explained to the students. So now I tried. Now there is one simple algorithm for this. Same thing whatever I have told. Each time a vertex is selected and a color is selected and the vertices are colored. See, in the notes, in the DA notes that Vivekananda College notes which I have shared with the students, in that notes there is a small algorithm for this, recursive algorithm. Just go through that algorithm. Okay, next class I will teach that algorithm for you. Just go through that algorithm. See that algorithm, whatever I told, this 1 hour, whatever I told, that is given as an algorithm there. Please read that algorithm. Okay, and I will send the JPG image of this file to your WhatsApp message, state space tree. Look into the state space tree and try to understand that algorithm. So, okay, today, if any, now I have completed this 3 problems. What is the problems left out, in backtracking? See, module 5 has got around 10 problems which you need to study. Okay, now I am actually teaching you backtracking method. Branch and bound, next class I will teach you. But in backtracking, there are 4 main important algorithms, and in branch and bound, there are 4 important algorithms. In backtracking, the 4 important algorithms are N-Queen's algorithm, sum of subset algorithm, graph coloring algorithm, Hamilton cycles. So I think around 150% I have made students clear with N-Queen's algorithm, sum of subset problem yesterday I solved, graph coloring today I taught you. The one thing which is left out is Hamilton cycle, that I will teach you in the next class. Suppose I finish Hamilton cycle, the backtracking half of the module is over. Backtracking method is over. Next what I will teach you is the branch and bound technique. In branch and bound technique, 4 more important problems are there, which I teach you. The module 5 is complete. Then what we will do, we will take some important problems from the module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4 and module 5, and we will start revising it. Rest of the days we will start revision. Like students also will have many doubts. If every day students are asking me the doubts and any algorithm that has to be explained, I'll again repeatedly do the revisions for the students so that slowly they can become clear with the concepts. Okay, so that's all students for today. If any doubts you can ask me.